Katie and the Cupcake Cure, Chapter 3. Humiliated in homeroom. Luckily, the homeroom teacher walked in before Maggie or Brenda could say anything else. Mr. Inslee had dark brown hair and a beard and mustache. Welcome to homeroom, he said, smiling. This room will be your first stop every morning before you head out to your classes. I can guarantee that this will be your easiest class of the day. On most days, we only have three things to do: take attendance, say the Pledge of Allegiance, and listen to announcements. Yeah, no homework, a boy in the back of the room called out. You'll get plenty of that in your other classes, Mr. Inslee said, and a bunch of kids groaned. I I had to admit that it made me nervous. I had heard I had heard that there were tons more homework in middle school, and I hoped it wasn't true. Today is your lucky day because you get to have homeroom with me for an extra 10 minutes, Mr. Inslee went on. I'll be giving you some tips about how to get around this place. There was a loud beeping sound over the intercom. Good morning, students. This is Principal Lacosta. Welcome to Park Street Middle School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. We launched into the pledge, and after the principal made a few announcements, Mr. Inslee took attendance. There were more kids from my old school than I realized, but no Callie. As Mr. Inslee started to explain about how to get around the school, I got this crazy urge to talk to Callie. I carefully reached for my cell phone in my backpack. I know what you're thinking. She can't use her cell phone in class, and you're right. I knew that. But it was like some alien or something was controlling my hands. Must text Callie. I slipped the phone under the desk and flipped it open. I glanced at Mr. Inslee and then I quickly texted my best friend. What happened this morning? Are you taking the bus home or walking again? I sent the text and looked up at Mr. Inslee again. He had his back to the class, pointing to a map of the school projected on the screen. So far, so good. I felt the phone buzz in my hands and checked Callie's reply. Let's talk after. After what? I wondered frantically. After homeroom? After school? My alien hand started texting again. Where are you now? Where's your homeroom? Should we talk before class? Or I can meet you. Miss Brown, is it? I looked up to see Mr. Inslee standing right over me. I was so busted I felt my face get hot. Yes, I managed to squeak out. I should probably remind you of the rule that there's no texting during class in the school, Mr. Inslee said. Normally, I'd have to confiscate your phone, but since it's the first day of school, consider this a warning. I nodded and stuffed the phone in my backpack. I could hear kids laughing behind me. Busted, Maggie sang in a loud whisper, then giggled. Did you ever wish that you could blink your eyes and magically disappear? That's exactly how I felt. I even take a time machine. I could go back in time to the start of homeroom and leave my cell phone in my backpack. Or how about wings? I could unfuel them and fly out the window, far away from middle school. But I was stuck with the awful reality of being humiliated in homeroom. There was nowhere to run. Fortunately, the bell rang. One good thing about being in the front row was that I could make a quick getaway. I dashed into the hallway. Crowds of kids streamed through the halls. Callie had to be somewhere close by, right? I walked up and down trying to find her. Then I noticed that kids were opening their lockers and putting their backpacks inside. I had a feeling I was supposed to be doing that too. Where was that schedule again? It had to be here somewhere. Found it. I took it out and tried to find my locker on the map that was on the bottom of my schedule. I had locker number 213. Isn't 13 supposed to be an unlucky number? But luckily, it was just down the hallway. The locker had a built-in lock. I spun the dial, searching for the combination numbers that were printed on my schedule. 26, 14, 5. The door wouldn't open the first time. The hallway was getting emptier by the second. Panic started to well up inside me. I took a deep breath and tried again. 26, 14, 5. Click. The door popped open and I shoved my backpack inside. I took out the notebook I needed for my next class, science. I slammed the locker shut and checked the schedule again. Science was in room 234 on the left leg of the U. It should have been easy to find, except I wasn't sure what part of the U I was in. I guess if I had been paying attention to Mr. Inslee, I would have known where to go. I ran down the hall as fast as I could and turned the corner. Room 234 must have been the first door on the right. I stepped in the doorway, breathless. I looked around for a seat. That's when I noticed the chalkboard. French, bonjour, mademoiselle Guerrero. I was in the wrong room. A girl with reddish hair in the front row saw me. You look lost, she said. I am, I told her. I'm trying to find science, room 234. She pointed to the doorway with her pencil. Right across the hall, she said. Thanks. I raced across the hallway just as the bell rang. I was going to be late for my very first class. Could this day get any worse? Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Bye!